Good now. Do I see Donna? Good now, Justin, Hannah, Donna, Violet 108. Hola. Good now, Helen, Bethany. Good now, loves. Who else has popped in? Joanne, good now. Good to see you. Wout. Good now. Good now. Violet plans out her things like 18 years in advance. Let's see. The soonest I could find. Let's see who else I got. Arlene, good now. Sol, good now. Noni, good now. Who else has popped in? Birte, good now. Anna, good now. You're welcome, sweetie. Good now, Cheryl. Lovely here from UK for the first time. Welcome. Listening while driving back. Awesome, Justin. Hustine. Awesome, awesome. For anyone who is unaware, Matt is going to record his song for me for this one too. So excited. Oh, that's awesome. I love that. That's sweet. I love it. Good now, Holly. Hello, hello, day Bethany. Good now, love. How's everyone feeling? How's the day going? I hope fantastically. Feeling grand. I love it. What I love about that is you always have, good now, Leon. You always have musicians on your lives, and the first thing that came to mind was grand piano. Holly says, good now. Hey, hey, sweaty after doing yard work, finished up just in time. I love it. That's such a great feeling, though. First time at a Crown Live? Are you serious, Helen? I could have sworn. I want to play your viola on the... You want me to play it? I am not that good. Y'all, you really don't want me to play it. I'll bring it out. However, it's really, it's really, really not great right now. It sounds like I haven't played in ages. Good now, Marjorie. I actually need new strings. I have some new strings. I need to restring it. Same Helen, I think it's my first time too. Is it? Oh, that's awesome. Welcome, welcome. Y'all know how we go. We go deep. Good now, Jess. Get ready. Good now, Kathleen. Well, welcome, welcome to the first timers. Whether you're first time to Crown or first time to my lives, welcome to you. I'm glad you're here. So glad. Oh, good. You know what Max says. We don't need to be perfect. Yeah. But we also need not to hurt people's ears. I do agree, though. Clearly, that's how he got me to sing the other night. Yay, Kathleen. Nice. I'm so glad you're here. First time. Welcome, welcome. I love it. Woo, woo. Awesome, awesome. Well, as with all of my workshops, I create workbooks. So I will be going through the workbook live, but if you want your own, you can go to the link in my bio and grab it. It's like $9. I think I made it. And I add new stuff to it. So speaking of adding new stuff to it, if like last live, it was because I did this a couple of weeks ago, always such good community information. So I would love if anything that comes out, if you're okay with me adding it as bonus material, let me know. I'll ask, of course. And if you say no, I totally honor and respect that. And then they are recorded, but I only keep them up and publicly for like a week afterwards. So if you ever want the to catch the replay, I can send you the link because it'll go private after that. Literally just look to see if you were here, Caitlin. Oh, good now, Caitlin. Margie says good now. Good now. Well, she says hello. Bethany and Violet. Awesome. Hello, Marjorie. Good now, Haley. Awesome. Let's see who else. Have I missed anyone? And then we'll get started. If I've missed you, my apologies. Floating by. And Woots or Wout, please tell me how to say your name correctly. I want to honor the vibrational frequency of your name because I know I'm not saying that correctly. Thanks for reading the comments too, Nicole. I'm multitasking with work. Not a problem. And I suspected, like, I do that too. Good now, Lieb. So yeah, I'll read all the comments. Unless it's a conversation between two people and not for the group, then I usually don't read those. So if anyone feels like I'm ignoring them, I'm not. Like, y'all are talking amongst yourselves, and I totally honor and respect that. Good now, Trisha. I think I've gotten good now to everyone I can see, and good now to anyone in private mode, of course. I am glad you're all here. I'm ready to dive in if you're ready. Welcome to Permission to Crown Yourself. This has been it's a fun workshop. I've done it live several times at local events here, and in the live events I actually give you a crown to wear. But oh yeah, and I usually wear my crown during this event. Is it down here or upstairs? Oh, ha! Yeah, of course my hair wasn't this fluffy last time I wore it, but let's see how this goes. See if I can make it not look too crazy. Every time I put like a hat on or something where my hair is like sticking out the side, it reminds me of what is that? Was it Fred Sanford? I can't remember. Anyway, there we go. That'll work. All right, so crown, permission to crown yourself. It is an acronym, which you'll see as we go on with the material. This is anyone who's hung out with me, anything I do is participatory. So thank you, Bethany. Normally, my hair is definitely not designed for this crown, but I'm gonna go with it. It's all good. So we're just going to go through a workbook, ask questions, have conversations. Anything that you push back on, push back. Thank you, Bethany. I received, my sister. Just so we can have good conversations. So this is really what this has evolved to, understanding like what's true for you and living from that place. So that's what this is about. Let me know if the music is distracting. I can turn it off. Like I usually have it on during Free Flow Friday, but that's not as serious of a conversation always. So, all right, good now, Rachel Munchie. Good now. All right, I think I said good now to everybody. Good now, Hannah. All right, so let us get this party started. If anything ever becomes, and good now to anyone on the other platforms. Let's see, where are you watching from? FBNYT, welcome. Let's see if I got this. Okay, here we go. Background music's perfect. Okay, good. Thank you. All right, let me know if it's big enough as we scroll through it. We're just gonna jump right into it. My first question is, and I'll probably eventually just remove this from this workbook. It will help if I go onto the actual. I was in the screen that was displaying it, and I can't, I was like, why is this not scrolling? Because I actually need to go to the application. Just realized you have a crown on. Oh, thank you. I just put it on, Donna, so you didn't miss it. I just put it on because I was saying how in person when I do this workshop, I actually give people a crown to put on. And I was like, hey, I usually wear my crown, and that's when I put it on. You like a bigger crown, please? With the amethyst. Yes. I've seen some actually. Crown looks good. Thank you, Helen. You have a musician crown and my solo mom crown today. Excellent. Wear it. Wear it. If you do have a crown, go ahead and don it. All right. So yes, owning your authority from within, telling the truth internally and living from it. So I always ask, like, what drew you to the workshop? That's usually the first question that I ask. Oh yeah, this part. In the session, please be deeply honest with yourself. It's not always easy to do. Sometimes we don't even realize that we're not being honest with ourselves. This is actually the prompts after the first question are designed to give you the opportunity to really look within and recognize what's there. It makes you want one. Get it. I was drawn to the fact that it wasn't at 5 a.m. that you love the topic. Touche. Good now, Iris. Second time with me today. Touche. Yeah, I love this topic too. Challenges, good now. Sounded fun, and I've been working lately. Well, I am glad you're here. I hope this will offer you an opportunity um, to embrace what you're going through, and not by, because I don't know what the heartbreak is for. There's so many things that can break our heart. Um, but the goal is to hopefully you can get some support here, this gives you some personal reflection time and just a moment to slow down and be. Even if you just listen in, you don't have to do all the things. 2 for 2 with you today. I see you, Leon. I love it. Good now, Cheryl. To have the confidence to speak up for my beliefs. I love it. I love it. I feel a sneeze coming on, so you might, because I said it, it might not come out, but it really feels like it's trying to. Good now, Vicky. Good now, Tammy. Yep, it went away. It'll probably come out of the middle of nowhere. Good now, Rosa. All right. Awesome. Okay. So when you think about owning your authority, what does that mean for you? What does that mean for you when you own your authority? Learning to navigate the next chapter of your life. Awesome. Good now, Rhonda. I love it. You already know how to. This is now just bringing it to your awareness. Good now, Joy. Sabina, good now. Violet, since you are so good at manifesting stuff in this app, I would love for you to manifest typing bubbles so that we can tell when someone's typing. Think of setting boundaries. I like it. Havana. I know a Havana. I must need to reach out to her. Hannah says, believing that I am the boss of my own life. I love it, love it. Cheryl says, be calm and authentic. Beautiful. You made it. Thank you, Violet. Iris says, power to make my own decisions. I like it. Owning your authority. I like it. There's no wrong answer, by the way. This is just here to be reflective, and if it warrants a deeper conversation, then we will go deeper. Joy says, I'm here because looking for clarity in this new chapter. Okay. Well, feel free to come share whatever comes to mind as things come up. I tell you what, last time we did this, the workbook was there, but the conversation just went deeper on just one of the questions that I had, and it was beautiful. So don't think that this is a rigid thing, because I have it so that I don't follow all the squirrels that appear in front of me, so that we can actually have some forward momentum, but it's not rigid. So if you would like to share more about that, Joy, feel free. And Iris, take power in making your own decisions. Any of it. If I would say, like, Iris, what makes that challenging for you? And if also, I will ask questions. You do not have to answer. But I will ask. I'll wait a few minutes. If there is no response, that doesn't mean you don't have to respond. I can't tell if you're typing, and it would look funny if I wait for like 10 minutes and like, oh wait, you weren't typing. So I will move on, but feel free to continue to answer, and I'll come back to it. I am really good at jumping all over the place. Good now, Johnny. Ashley, I'm here because it popped up and I just got done at work. Right now, owning my authority means that I am not wrong or self-serving by doing so. I love it. So many questions with no answers. Interesting, Leon. Go ahead and share. Good now, May, and thank you. Joy, Ashley, Iris, Cheryl, Rhonda, Hannah. Awesome. I'm featured again. Aw, thank you, Caitlin. Thank you. I appreciate you sharing that. I'll take it. Good now, Robert. You already know what that means to me. That means the more people I get to expose to creating inner peace. I'm just trying to create world peace through inner peace. And I can't do it by myself. Awesome. Thank you for owning your authority, what that means for you. I wrote this, today I meet myself with compassion and curiosity and nothing else. So as we start to get really deep into the questions here, just remember to offer yourself some compassion and curiosity rather than judgment and shame or anything like that. Violet 18 says it's wonderful. So happy they've been featuring more teachers than the same 5 they used to. Me too, Violet. Yeah. Kaden says holding myself accountable just came to mind for your prompt as well. Awesome. Yeah. Absolutely. Holly says following and moving what I really want instead of what feels comfortable. I love that. You know what's funny? I did a quick TM meditation session before starting this, and it said, what was that quote that came up? I was like, basically, going for what you want. But I like the way it was written. If I can find it real quick, I'll do that, but I don't want to hold you up. But it really reminded me of what you said, Holly. I found it. It says, don't go for what you know you can get, go for what you really want. I was like, I really like that. Don't go for what you know you can get, go for what you really want. And sometimes that may look scary. That may not look like, can I actually do it? But that's what I want, so I'm going to go for it. And you'll learn so much in the process, too. You may scrape a knee or so. Good now, Davika. All right. Overriding your voice. Where have I been overriding my voice? Thank you, Donna. I know, right? Overriding your voice can look like ignoring your internal truth to stay comfortable, needed, or in control. That is a form of self-abandonment. And that is important because it can look like you're in service to someone, right? Or not selfish, you're helping. But if that is your main mode of operation, then you are self-abandoning. And that really goes along with what Holly was saying as well. Going along with what I want. Let me see. Yeah. So where have you been overriding your internal truth? If you care to share, where have you been overriding your internal truth? Good now, leave or live or live. Please, y'all, if I mispronounce your name, if you recognize what I'm trying to say, please put it in the chat how to say your name correctly, because that is a vibrational frequency that I would like to honor. Good now, Virginie. And this puppy, Mary. Oh my goodness. Good now, Mary. Leon says, dimming myself for the sake of others. Good now, Farron. Dimming yourself for the sake of others. Davika says, my first time here, Nicole. Right time, right place. Excellent. I'm glad. I love how that works out. I love that. It's like right on time. Hey, y'all. Michelle, good now, love. Michelle's another teacher here, you all. I do not have any tracks saved for you. I love it. I'll take it. I'll have to look for yours. Thank you for popping in. Anyone else would like to share? Where have you been overriding your internal truth? Choices. I've been leaning into the discomfort, which doesn't serve me. Hard to get out of it. You want to share more about that? And Leon too. You want to share more about that? So we can have a conversation around it. Where is it? What's the challenging piece? What happens, Leon, if you don't dim yourself? Choi, what happens if you afraid of change, of growth? Well, let me give you a bit of insight. You have changed and grown your whole life. And that was just done unconsciously and just naturally as a course of life. Now, the decision to allow is giving you an actual conscious choice in the change and the growth. So it's actually less scary when you make the choice as opposed to letting life make the choice for you. How does that feel? How does that land for you, Choi? What do you think about that? I feel like I did not. Yeah, good now, Linda. I was like, I don't know if I said good now. Solid landing. Perfect. Awesome. Anyone else want to share? Joanne, good now, love. Cheryl says, oh yes, I said earlier to myself, I am responsible for helping my life go forward and I can easily ask for help. My angels and guides have helped me these last few days. I get emotional in a conversation when my voice isn't heard. I'm learning to say my piece and let the words sit with the other person. I love it, Cheryl. Do you know what your human design type is? Leon says, people will respond because so unpredictable in my presence. That's what prevents you from like really stepping into your power, Leon. Is that what you're saying? Okay. I was just curious because, and you can get your chart for free on a couple of different sites. I was just curious because a lot of times projectors in that human design archetype, it's a hard time, or someone with the open throat is hard to be heard. Like people don't always hear you. But that's a whole nother conversation. It's very uncomfortable being around people like that. For them to be unpredictable, Leon, are you required to be around those people? Holly says, speaking to fix perceived misunderstandings, avoid embarrassment because it feels so pressing when part of me doesn't really give a beep. It's like I want to step fully into that. I think if a consideration for your consideration, stepping fully into it is one, first it starts with being completely honest with yourself. And the questions I like to ask myself when I'm doing something is like, so what if someone doesn't accept me? What happens next? Like, how am I going to respond to that? One, I know it's not the end of the world, or whatever it is that is currently preventing you. Questions like that, it's like, okay, well, if this happens, what would I do? Or what's the worst thing that can happen? Or if you go in knowing how you may respond if you receive a response that you normally have, like already have kind of a plan, so to speak, on how you're going to respond, already builds up the confidence to go ahead and say what you're going to say. Leon says, I'm alone 95 to 80% of the time alone, but I have to go to the store every now and then. Got you. Sounds like you just put up some protection when you go. But how does that relate to you stepping into your power, Leon, when you go to the store? Good now, Talia. And Holly, what says you, my love? There's a poem that I really, really like on IG. It's so hard to explain. I've been deserving people my whole... Okay. It's hard to explain. No worries. Good now, Marina. Observing. Practicing walking in my purpose, not dimming my light. It's a journey. Good now, Chevron. It's doesn't happen overnight. And when it's like there's no timeline. Because our soul, there's no timeline. Our soul is infinite, right? And so you have no idea what the soul's journey entails for this particular lifetime. So I trust the process. Trust the process. About asking the question sounds good. I wrote that down. Okay, perfect. That's a start there. Start there. Get curious within. Start there, and it'll give you more. Good now, Bayade. It'll give you more leverage, so to speak. But really, a lot of times, what the fear is coming from is not knowing ourselves enough. I say, like, if you know every single thing about yourself, and not only know it but also accept it, there's nothing that anybody can throw at you that can really bother you. Like, yeah, I know that. What? Great, you notice it too. Good for you. But it's really coming to a place of acceptance. Even in things that you don't care to accept, it's still all part of you and needs love. Hannah says, I feel like I let others override my truth. I've been diagnosed with autism in the last week, and I'm finding that other family members are in denial of my diagnosis. that way normally. Hannah, one that is both relieving and challenging at the same time, right? You're like, got it. That is why this is this way and this is that way for me. How are you at accepting the diagnosis? Where are you with that? And what does it mean? Like, do they need to accept your diagnosis for you to be able to live your life, so to speak? And you don't have to answer that. This is just, whatever questions come to mind as we're having conversations, they don't necessarily have to be answered. It's just for things for you to consider. Right, I feel that too. The more I explore it lately, knowing myself. Yes. Good day. Good now, April. Awesome. Keep doing it, Leon. You'll build that muscle up. Good now, Nancy. Yeah, if their denial is not necessarily them overriding your truth, it's just that they're in denial. Like, your truth is still your truth. If they're shutting you down, then that could pose a challenge. I am one that really believes in soul family. Sometimes blood family is not our best. So, if you have a soul family, lean on them for certain things. There are some things that you can't lean on blood family for, and sometimes it helps to have a soul family to seek that type of support and love, you know. Good now, Bree. Hannah, Holly says, Hannah, also the spectrum. Instagram has a lot of autistic creators, and I found it so helpful for myself. I love that. Thank you, Holly. Y'all should connect. You can share links. Good now, Laura. And if you have some you'd like to share with me, my DMs are open, and I can share them with people too as needed. I could put it on the Let Us Fam doc. Who was I saying? Kathleen. Good now. Okay, so the next one. When your internal truths are being overridden, do you notice any sensations in your body in those moments? Good now, Angela. Cheryl says, it's frustrating when someone thinks they are always right, but yes, have a soul family insight timer breaks the frustration. That's good. That's good. It can be frustrating. Which actually I'm getting ready to do a challenge on this on IT. It'll be in a couple of weeks after I finish school because the research paper is taking a lot. But understanding where the frustration is coming from. Is it coming from an ego perspective, or is it coming from because there's a value being challenged? Understanding within yourself what is going on internally can usually help alleviate some of those emotions that are coming out at other people. Because, we can't control other people. We can only control our response to it. And I know that's not always easy. But remembering that we do have that type of control can be very helpful. Better late than never. Absolutely. Rhonda says, Hannah, embrace you. My husband is autistic and I try to learn his differences. I love it. Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with being autistic. It's just how your brain was developed at a very young age, because it usually happens at a very young age. It just prunes the unused connections sooner than it does for a non-autistic person. And so it just makes, connecting with people a little bit harder because you kind of didn't get a chance to learn all that. But it's just the way the brain develops. There's nothing wrong with it. And then there's so many variant, grades of autism, so to speak. But yeah, if it feels like something's wrong with you, it's not. Absolutely not. It's just different. And that is totally okay. Helen says, I am sat here a stomach bug over a bucket all day. Instead of being afraid, I am trusting my body to heal and just letting it be. Listening to your live to focus on courage and not let my mind run a riot, just breathing. I am so proud of you, Helen. Good now, Stephanie. I know that's not easy. And yes, the body does know best. However, I do, for something acute, if you're losing a lot, please do see a medical professional. But if it's like a normal, I ate something my body does not agree with type thing, just let it run its course. Angela says, the night I walked away from my family, my nervous system was loud and clear about the people and place where I placed myself. It was literally the feeling of needing to exit a burning building. Wow, Angela, thank you for sharing that. Good now, Solomon. Yeah. And sometimes that could feel scary because it's easier to stay with what we know, even if what we know is kind of painful. Because it's like, I don't know what's on the other side of that. What if it's worse? But what if it's better? Anyone else have some body sensations that they've noticed when their truth is being overridden? Tighten your throat, tighten your chest, tighten your shoulders. Those are normal, typical places. And sometimes it'll show up in the gut too. It can mess with your appetite, heart rate. Thank you for the hearts, by the way. Appreciate you. Davika says sensations in body would be fear-associated responses like tightness, mind chatter to the max, and ego definitely comes in full force like, Urgh! I find it very difficult, and releasing it can take to process and work through it compassionately. Sleep is affected. Oh yeah, sleep can be affected. One thing that helped me, because for anyone who doesn't know, I love brains. I study study the brain and the neurochemicals and stuff. But one thing that helps me is remember all of our thoughts create a release of certain types of chemicals in our system, and they don't just go away because you change your thought, right? So if you've had a thought of fear or anger or frustration, the chemicals have already been released in your system. They're not going to go away right away. So understanding that, and then just intentionally bringing yourself to where you would like to be, not ignoring or suppressing how you're feeling, acknowledging it, this is how I feel, but also knowing that in that moment you won't be able to address how you're feeling because it could just spiral down. So acknowledging how you feel and then choosing a different path, so to speak. And then once your old chemicals have flushed out and your new happy, okay, acceptance chemicals have taken over, then you can address whatever that was that had you spiraling. So it's nothing wrong with you. If it feels hard, it's because your chemicals are driving you, right? So just change seats. But just know that it's not going to happen within a few minutes. It's usually about 30 minutes before they start to really shift. But that's only if you start shifting yourself before, right when it comes into your awareness. So just something to remember. If you ever like beat yourself up for not being able to get out of it, so to speak, because that was personal experience, which is why I know about this. Cheryl says, I agree, there isn't two autistic people that are the same. It takes time to know a person. It can just take a little longer. Yep. I get a tight jaw and monkey mind waking up anxious. Thank you for sharing, Cheryl. Joanne says, yes, my heart beats faster. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. And the next question is going to be fun, but let me catch up to the chat. Hannah says, my body will freeze and shut down. From the outside, looks like laziness, but internally, if it is overwhelmed. I understand that, Hannah. Yeah, I laugh. It's not really funny, but I laugh at myself because my trauma response or my fear response is freeze. I'm like, if someone were to pull a gun on me, I would just get dead because I don't fight. Just like, I'm out. But know thyself. But yeah, it can, for me, I think overwhelm, I just stop as well. But knowing yourself and be like, oh, I know where I'm at right now. And knowing sometimes you need to sit in it and just let it be there with compassion, and it's okay. And then as you start to bring yourself back up, same thing I was talking about earlier, as you start to bring yourself back up, then you can address whatever it was that just like took you out for a moment. Taking a knee is totally fine. That's how the Army used to call it. Take a knee, which is take a break. Literally just bend down on one knee. Helen says, I'll be fine by morning. Being present is stopping my panic. I'm so glad. This is such a good lesson. Also, I took a big step in my path this week, and my body does this every time. So I'm trusting the universe. Sorry, not girl. Warning, y'all, you can never TMI me. I love the body. People talk to me about their poop and stuff all the time, and I'm all fascinated all the time. So do not worry. You can never TMI me. But Helen, I love that you recognize that. Like every time you're elevating, your body has that response like, no. Oh, okay. We're good. All right, we're good. We're on stable ground. That's awesome. Angela says it's so much better. I feel it in my throat and chest. Huge adrenaline rush, heart palpitations, hard to swallow, ears ringing, bitter taste in my mouth, tunnel vision. Afterwards, feels like an emotional hangover. Man, that's a lot. I love that you recognize that. Hannah, my body does that too. Thank you, Choi, for sharing. Have you read the book Neurodharma? No, but it sounds amazing. I will read it. Thank you. Neurodharma. Let me just type that real quick. Neurodharma. All right. It's in my search. Okay. Thank you for sharing, Angela. All right. Thank you for sharing what you experience when you notice that your truth is being overridden. And then, so the next question is basically, what do you do when you realize that's what's happening? How are you treating yourself? What do you tell yourself in those moments? If you're anything like I used to be, you're beating yourself up for all the things, failing at whatever. Like I was so bad, so mean to myself. If I treated other people the way I treated myself, I would have had nobody in my life. Good now, Fabiola. Who else has popped in? Ariel, good now, love. What do you tell yourself in those moments when you feel that? Good now, Ainsley. Just making sure I say good now to everyone. How do you respond? And again, this is you're approaching this with curiosity and compassion. So even if you don't like the way you currently respond, this is not a place of judgment. This is a place of awareness. And awareness, as you know, I celebrate awareness because you can't do anything if you're not aware of what's going on. Diaphragm breathing helps when I'm in freeze mode. Telling myself that I am safe helps too. That's awesome, Hannah. Yeah. It definitely can do that. Thank you for sharing. And giving myself time to recover. Beautiful. Yeah, a lot of people try to push through. And like, I'll be all right. And it's true, you might be okay for that moment. But internally, you're telling your subconscious that you don't want to hear it, basically. And our subconscious is what's really driving. Our conscious mind is not driving, it's our subconscious mind. Good now, Beverly. Helen likes what you said. Anyone else want to share? How do you respond in those moments? What do you tell yourself? Cheryl says, I've realized I get breathless and panicky. And what do you do when you notice that? Good now, Aida is how I assume it's pronounced, but please correct me. And I can move this out the way, by the way. Thank you for the love. What do you do when you start to notice that? And anyone who's cared to share, what do you do when you notice those sensations going on, the tightness, notice you're not sleeping well, tighten your jaw, but eventually I do facial massage and Pilates movements. Love it. Yeah. I like wiggle my jaw sometimes. I notice I caught myself like having a tight jaw. Good now, Hillary. And I'm like, it's not feeling good. I already have It's a TMJ, yeah. Temporomandibular joint issues. So it's really noticeable for myself, for me. Choice says, I physically move, take a walk, do gardening, pulling weeds, so my mind will move too. Awesome. And you know, that is definitely a technique, a tool. Is like distraction. And it's really, the distraction is there as a way to keep you out of the rumination and that moment. Like I was saying earlier, you can't really address it when you're already in that, when you're in that energy. So the distraction helps you get out of that so that you can address it from a more clear standpoint. Justin says, may go run to release frustration that way. Awesome. Yeah, physical activity is really good for that. I love dancing. Ainsley said, I've started fascia movements recently and after a week feel so much lighter and energetic. I love that. Cheryl says, yes, I have TMJ and wear a gum shield at night. Awesome. I do not have a night guard. I'm just hoping I don't need one. I had the Army try to give me one before that would pull my lower jaw forward at night. And that was just, I was like, yep, can't sleep. It was too painful. Caitlin says, rumination. I know I saw that you shared a video in the group. So anyone who's new here, I do have a group here on IT, and our beautiful community always shares different tracks from different teachers. And Caitlin recently shared a track from Anisha, another teacher here, when she did a video on rumination, how to get out of that. And that is one way, is to distract yourself, but you're doing it consciously, not unconsciously. When you're doing it unconsciously, that's basically you suppressing what's going on and not acknowledging what's happening internally, and that does not support you. It just builds on to the other stuff that had been suppressed. So as you consciously move through the things, since we are layered onions, it's possible that something else may come up because it's like, ooh, we are safe enough, our body is safe enough, I feel that we can start working through this too. So if that has also been any experience for you, where you come back, you're like, I thought I dealt with this before. It's just sometimes there's other layers that we hadn't been able to get to because the body wasn't strong enough, so to speak, wasn't safe enough. Helen says, long, deep, easy, slow breaths and just listen to body. Get out of my head. I love that. How do you get out of your head, Helen? Do you and into your body? Because people have a hard time doing that. It's because the mind is so powerful. It can cause so many things. It's like make you do things and think things and believe things. So if you would like to share, Helen, doing something creative also. Absolutely, April. Absolutely. Cheryl says, interesting. I would like to try that. Try what, Cheryl? Because I started talking and now I don't know where I went with that. Angela says, the night I walked away, I came home to what is familiar: weighted blanket, box breathing, lavender, holding my Nana's picture. I had to use the DBT stop skill. I feel like I know that, but please share. I know it, but it's not off the tip of my tongue and not at the top of my head. I was spiraling and I felt unsafe for a moment. I recognized it was so visceral because I not only laid my own trauma down, but also the trauma of 3 generations of silent suffering that came before me. Oh my goodness, Angela. I love that. And that is one part of healing that seems to be left out of a lot of stories, is the pain that it takes to get to the other side. Like, it went down painfully, it's going to come up painfully. So thank you for sharing that. It hurts. It hurts so good, I guess, because on the other side of that is a sense of peace that's inexplicable. If anybody's ever just like cried until it stopped, and you're like, there's just like the whole world stopped. At least that has been my experience. Caitlin says, I tell myself my name and what I'm doing. Like, okay, I'm grocery shopping, I'm driving, I'm sitting here with crochet in my lap, I have the dog. Just tell myself what I'm doing or where I am. That brings me to the present. I love that. You know what? In Japan, I think it's on the trains. I just remember hearing, because I haven't been to Japan, but I hear nothing but wonderful things about it. But when they I think the train operators, they always call out what they're doing to stay present, because you get a job that's very repetitive. You can just easily not do the things, right? And so that can be a very dangerous job. So they are in a habit of calling out what they do to keep them in the present moment. So I love that. To help ruminating. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah. I will say, because I have a brain, so there's different brain types. There are some brain types that naturally they're more prone to rumination. And so knowing that about yourself, I think I have a link to a brain type quiz in my, it's a free quiz. I think I have a link to a brain type quiz in my profile. Can't remember. I'll check. If not, just reach out. Um, but there are some that are prone to rumination, and there are certain nutrients that can help sometimes. If you are prone to rumination, do not eat protein at that time, because protein helps you stay focused, and it can help you stay focused on whatever you're ruminating on. But carbs usually help. Um, if you are prone to rumination like my brain is, sometimes I can distract myself and still ruminate on some things. So Caitlin's method of talking yourself into the present is very helpful. Calling someone, supporting someone else is very helpful. Sometimes it takes a distraction involving someone else to get you out of your own head. Okay. I've got to share my poem with you, The Night of Her Rebirth. Yes, please, Angela. Justin says, physical activity does help a ton, because running or biking, I don't listen to music, so it feels like I'm on autopilot while running. And I'm working through so many things in my head, recapping recent events, what I would do differently. Next thing I know, I'm at home. I love it. Cheryl says, thank you, Caitlin. Caitlin says, ooh, we do that horseback riding in kitchens. Inside, behind. I love it. Announce your movements when you're moving up in someone's bubble. I love it. I love it. Yes, thank you, Angela. Stop, take a step back, observe, proceed mindfully. Beautiful. Thank you. Helen says, that's true, Nicole. Getting out of my head is a constant practice. Often I have real difficulty doing it. I breathe, I listen to the body, and ask myself, what is here now? And what is my mind giving me as an extra layer? Love that. Love that, Helen. Where did you learn that? Did you just intuitively pick up on that? I love it. And I love Caitlin's practice as well. All right. I'm going to move to the next pregunta. So if you've been wondering what crown stands for, here it is. And this is, remember, I'm like conscious. Doing things consciously instead of unconsciously is how you bring back your power. That's how you can crown yourself. Conscious, taking responsibility for any aspect that is yours. You can't do that for anyone else's. You can just do for you. And part of that is your response to things. What you choose to do. Do you choose to continue to let those people be in your life? Or do you choose to move away from that and love them from a distance? Not everybody deserves access to your energy. Owning my energy, worth without permission, and no more self-abandonment. So that's what crown stands for. So when you hear that, is there any part that stands out to you right now? Conscious choice, responsibility, owning my energy, worth without permission, or no more self-abandonment? Helen says that's true. Oh wait, love that, Caitlin. I'm going to name it too. I love it, love it. No more self-abandonment stands out to you, Ainsley. What does that mean to you? And thank you for sharing. And like I said, this workbook is, if you go to my profile, you can grab a copy for yourself if you want to print it. And you can also take screenshots, of course. Anybody else? What stands out to you with these? Let's see, I say good now to everyone. I feel like there is a new bubble. Maybe not. Thanks, friends. Love y'all. Of course. Prioritizing myself more rather than always putting others first, at the detriment of my health and well-being. Awesome. Are you on that path, or is that a path that you know you want to step on, Ainsley? Justin says, owning my energy. Could you explain that one? Yes. That tends to be a thing. So, when you let other people's whatever take over your experience of that moment, that is not owning your energy. So you're let a circumstance dictate how you're feeling. That is not owning your energy. Owning your energy is choosing your response to things. How are you going to respond? How are you going to receive that? Are you able to understand that usually if someone's coming at you crazy, and crazy is not really the best word, but they're coming at you in a not nice manner. I always remind myself that if someone is not nice on the outside, that means they're really not nice on the inside. So imagine how they feel just within themselves, and that can help you have some compassion. So that is what I mean by owning your energy. I hope that helps. Let me know. Owning my energy and no more self-abandonment, both for me are about putting myself first. Yes, Marina, I love that. Choice is worth without permission. No need to look outside myself. Yes, you're on it now. Awesome, Ainsley, I love it. And Marina, you're walking that path. Choi, are you walking that path? How are y'all doing with that? Caitlin says, so that aligns with what I said at the start. Accountability, absolutely. Responsibility, personal accountability. Yep, absolutely. April says conscious choice for me because I am in cleaning process, letting go of unconscious agreements that are not aligned for me. I love that. How do you recognize when unconscious agreements are coming up for you, April? Just I'm asking these questions. I'm asking for a friend. No, but seriously, just to if anyone's like just thinking, because not everybody wants to throw stuff in the chat, and I totally respect that, but the commentary is very helpful for people. So Angela says, worth without permission. I've lived a life where I once needed permission to speak or be seen. I often turn silent and retreat. I'm finding my voice and using it even when my voice trembles. Listen, y'all, Angela is a beautiful poet, and I love that you do it even when your voice trembles. That is so, it tells your inner self that I got this, I am worth it, and I'm so proud of you, Angela. Worth without permission is powerful. It is, Hannah, right? It really is. It's a very empowering place to be. It does. I choose that one. Awesome. Awesome, Justin. Holly says, have to go. So great to be here and spend time with you today. You too, Holly love. If you want to tune in later, feel free. It'll be on my Tubular channel for about a week, and then I'll take it down. Helen says, oh my God, I have spent so much time waiting for permission. I didn't know who I needed it from. It was me. I was waiting for permission from me. Absolutely, Helen. Yes, that is exactly it. It's like nobody says that, right? It's like you have permission. I've actually created little room sprays. It's like permission to have joy, for abundance, permission. I've made permission sprays when I made little kits. And it's really just giving yourself permission. Choi says, yes, Helen, yes. Totally, says Ainsley. Absolutely. Yes. Helen has so many downloads when she's in these lives. She's like, oh my God. I love it. All right. What would this look like in a real situation for you? So if you are walking in this path or choosing to walk in this path going forward, can you think of a situation where you can actually employ some of these principles? April says, I love the question, Nicole. I feel it in my body now, in my feelings. I used to suppress my feelings, and now I feel them. Get the message I need for the discernment. I love that. It's not, we're not taught to trust our body. There are so many subtle things that that kind of move us away from trusting our body, like when parents force feed you, like you're going to eat even if you're not hungry. Just simple things like that is a way to start to, not intentionally, I always say well-meaning adults, for the most part, is well-meaning adults. Right, exactly. Finish your plate. It's just little things like that sometimes. Or like I remember my niece, she told my sister, it's raining, Mommy. It wasn't raining yet. It's raining, Mommy. And she's like, it's not raining. And then like a few minutes later, it started raining. And I was like, yes, please help her lean into that. And she's like, yeah, for sure. So it's just, we don't, as adults, we're like, but it's not raining. What are you talking about? And then the babies start questioning themselves, and it's not intentional. It's not, But yes, Marina says, wow, just notice my shoulders go up and my neck tensioned when I speak about something I want to. Like, I'm a little kid who looks up and waits for permission, so I guess this is also a meaningful one. Yay, Marina, love it. You shouldn't feel that way. I heard that a lot. Yes, April. Thank you. Exactly. It's subtle, right? It's subtle, but also dismissive. And Marina, I'm celebrating you for that awareness. Yay. Let me see. My this will be for everybody. If I can, let me know if y'all can hear this. I can't hear it because I don't have any sound up. Can y'all hear the clapping or no? Oh, it's muted. Hold up. I spend 30 minutes in the morning and 30 minutes before bed to go through a fashion movement series followed by box breathing and a small meditation. Usually I would be doing housework, folding, washing, etc. Now asking the family to step up a bit, and giving myself permission without feeling guilty to prioritize me. Ainsley, I love that. I, as a person with no kids, and I'm working with clients who have older kids, I'm like, they literally can do the dishes. I don't know why you're still doing them. Again, I don't have kids, so I'm coming from a perspective of peopling. I'm peopling. I'm not parenting. But I do ask the question, and sometimes it just looks like it never dawned on them to say they can wash their own dishes, they can wash clothes, they can all that, right? So I love that you're doing that. And they don't have to be 15. They can be 10. Start them early. Seriously, and part of that too, just again from a non-parent perspective, but also just having like that wasn't super reinforced in my home, and so having to parent yourself as an adult when you're like not used to doing something like dishes are, I'm better at it, but it was not my thing. It's harder. So starting, if anybody feels guilty about putting their kids to work early on, please know that that's actually more helpful than it feels like. Angela says a simple example is speaking up if I'm in a restaurant and my food wasn't prepared correctly. The old me wouldn't speak up. I'd be silent, even if it meant eating ingredients I'm allergic to. Now I always speak up, but even this took so much practice. I'm so glad. I'm so glad you're doing that now, because your health is not worth not speaking up for, but I also get it. I get it. Kiddo does her folding and putting away. Nobody else washes my dishes. No problem. Caitlin does it right. I understand. As long as there's help. That's all I like to like there can be help. Good now, Dolly. Cheryl says it's been so beautiful to be here. Thank you so much. Good night, everyone. Good night, love. Glad you were able to be here. Caitlin says, my therapist and I were actually just talking about this. She said it prepares them for when they are teens or an adult and trying to live on their own. Exactly. I'm telling you, yes, I found that out as an adult. Ainsley said, totally, Caitlin, but they're not mine. Oh, I love it. I was, oh my God, of course, Nicole, the ahas are coming in fast tonight. I love it. I was seeking external permission because I had been taught not to trust myself. Ooh, I love it, Helen. Yes. And it again, it's usually well-meaning adults not intentionally doing that. So I'm glad. Dolly sitting. I'm glad that they are just flying into you, Helen. That's so awesome. All right. Today and all to come, I'm wearing my crown, creating the life I want. I like writing every now and then. What do I have left on here? The truth I'm choosing to live from. Okay. So we talked about things that, so far, what stands out in the crown acronym? What does that look like in real life? We talked about how you're feeling in your body when you are not sticking to your truth. And so now we're going to go through like what is at least one thing, one pattern that you've developed that you would like to shift away from, or have already started shifting away from. Please do share like what steps you've taken so that other people can learn from you. For me, it was dishes. Oh, that's not self-abandoning. Self-abandoning. I don't know. I'm trying to think. It's been a long time. I promise I'll be doing this live again next week on the 11th. I'll have to think of some scenarios that I've at least remember going through. I will say it happens, of course, mostly with blood family. Going along with something that you really didn't want to go along with, and sometimes it's not out of fear. It's just like I don't want to exert the energy of what could come from it. But it still was an unconscious thing. The point is to do it consciously. If you're going to do something you really didn't want to do, it's mainly I want you to do it consciously. Like you know that you're doing this, not doing it out of fear of something, not doing it out of whatever, but you're doing it for a different reason. Like you're consciously doing it. That is the goal. It's the conscious choice and taking responsibility. So what pattern will you no longer be available for? Basically, what are you going to choose going forward, starting today? At least one thing that you're doing that you would like to stop doing. Ainsley says, always questioning whether I'm doing the right thing or on the right path and telling myself now I'm where I'm supposed to be and nothing will go past that. It's meant for me. Absolutely. That's so poetic. Just have to have eyes wide open and observe. Yep. Be open to receiving. I love that, Ainsley. Yeah. It's I will say transcendental meditation. Anybody who's hung out with me enough has heard me talk about it a lot. While I was getting to that point, Ainsley, but what really shifted it is TM, practicing transcendental meditation. It's going on 3 years now. Justin says, overthinking. Just as soon as something comes to mind, do it. Of course, in the context of working on something, but also trying to apply that in relationships. I love it. What creates overthinking is a lot of times, not saying this is you, Justin, it's just what's coming to mind. And let me just give the caveat. I'll read someone's comment and then something will come to mind. I don't know if it's for that person or just for someone in the audience, so to speak. That's what Spirit does. Sometimes overthinking in relationships is us filling in blanks that we cannot fill in. It's assuming we know what the other person's thinking, doing, or wanting, etc., etc. So it's best to just have a conversation. Dolly says, yes, the lack of energy to even engage with something like that. Yeah. It's just understanding where it's coming from, right? And sometimes it's just not worth the what it could cause after that. So that's the next level of this is that it's like sometimes it's okay to, what is the word? Because it's not compromising. It's compromising, but not compromising yourself. Sometimes it's okay to do that when there's something bigger at stake and that thing is like really minuscule. You know what I mean? It preserves a relationship that you want to preserve. So there's that as well. That could be a whole other talk. Angela says, I no longer allow others to trauma dump on me, and I stopped doing it as well. I've stopped storytelling about my traumas. Storytelling gives power to chaos, and it's re-traumatizing. It can be, Angela. It can be. My only pushback a little bit would be depending on where you are in that whole healing process. Because at some point, it becomes a lesson that you get to share with people. And I don't know specifically if that is really part of the healing process or just the way people are designed in general. Because just like there are some people you can talk to about devastating things and they know how to hold space. Like I am that person. I hold space a lot. But there are some people who are not designed to handle that, and they are the absolute wrong person to go talk to about those things. But yeah, I do like what you said though, because some people will just spew it out and not even take into consideration the type of energy that is being put out there, and recognizing that is rippling throughout the atmosphere. That's what the news does, but that's a whole other conversation. Thank you, Angela. I love that. Doesn't align with me feeling comfortable. Awesome, Dolly. Yeah. If you want to share more about that, Dolly, please do. Good now, resting up and listening. I love it, Laura. I want to practice trusting myself. Ooh, Helen, how are you going to do that? April says, I stopped using any learning or teaching against myself, allowing self-compassion and letting go of judgment. Love it. Love it, love it. How did you do that, April? Do you, when you started, do you recognize it and then you're like, oh, nope, unsubscribe? How did, just if you care to share. Marina says, I'm no longer a little girl who does everything that is expected from her. I speak my truth and I can stand for myself. I love it. I love it, love it. That makes me think of, if anyone's heard before, wherever you, if there was a pretty tough moment in your life when you were younger and you got like no support around it, I know I've shared this before. If you got no support, no reassurance, then as an adult, when you experience something that energetically feels the same, you're going to respond as if you were that age. So if anyone ever lashes out, that's what a trigger is basically. If anyone ever lashes out and it's like doesn't match the situation, it's just because probably at age 10 something similar to that happened and never learned how to process that. So that's what that reminded me of, Marina. Laura says, I compromise all the time with my son and his wife. I don't want to get shut out completely of seeing my grandchildren. Laura, that is a tough one. That is a tough one. Well, if you, I was gonna say, how old are your grandchildren? But yeah, I can see that. At least until they're old enough to make their own decisions. Then you could be like, y'all, just just bring the grandkids over. They can come over. 4 and 9. Okay. Got it. The good thing about that is they're, as soon as they get over 10, they're like past the age. So you've already, they already know who you are, so to speak. You know what I mean? And so they know, like, if for some reason you're not around, they'll probably ask about you. Like, where is Nana? Or however they call you. But I'm glad you are, it's not easy. I'm glad you are doing it for the kids. Angela says, yes, perceiving something as abandonment or rejection. Explicit details of trauma. Got you, Angela, yeah. Yeah, you don't need to go into detail for sure. Storytelling also can give context and understanding and help to harmonize and integrate experiences. Thank you, Emily. Yeah, that can as well, as long as it's done correctly. Unsubscribe, brilliant. Thank you, Dolly. Yeah, I say that a lot. Unsubscribe, delete. Helen says, April, so good. Yes, I can't wait for my 9-year-old can come and stay here with me. I love it. Matt, oh my goodness. Good now, Matt. Speaking of, let me see. What's the soonest one you got going? The 6th. For anyone who is new here, Matt is also a wonderful, beautiful instructor here on IT. April says, I believe working on my inner child wounds helped the most. I pulled a picture of my toddler self and reframed my self-criticism. It made it easier to clear, cancel, and release the self-criticism. Yeah, pulled out. Yes, that is when you go through, good afternoon, when you, positive intelligence quotient, if anybody's familiar with PQ, one of the exercises that we do through that program is get a picture of your younger self. I remember when I went through that, I just looked at her and I just like, I was not connected at all. This was years ago. I just looked at this picture of myself and I'm like, this just looks like a little girl to me. I did not feel that it was me. But by the end of the day, because that's what we do, you have the picture with you all day and you just look at you and just send love. By the end of the day, I was like, oh, that's me. Pretty traumatized childhood. So, yeah, that is a very good exercise, April, for sure. Hannah says, I have had to unsubscribe from a few people that thought trauma dumping was a competitive sport. Oh my goodness. Good job, Hannah. Good Lord. It's just, that's their level of consciousness at the moment. Hopefully they have risen above that a little bit, but that's hard, yeah, to be in that type of energy, especially if you're an empath, or in human designs if you have a whole bunch of open centers. So good for you. Like knowing what you can handle and not is helpful. Good now, Jazz. Um, so yeah, beautiful. I love it. Thank you all for sharing. What's next? The Good Now Way. I do have a series on here called The Good Now Way on the Insight Timer. So basically, when you start noticing yourself overriding the truth, you can return to this, use a pause, and just say good now. Y'all hear me say good now all the time. I started it before I even came to IT. It was just a way of greeting people and just staying present in the moment. So good now, this present moment, this now moment is what I say. And then coming to IT, it just really worked well because there were so many different time zones. So, but the good now way, I say it's a way of life. It's a way of being. And then good now is just a tool that you can use to bring you back to the present moment. And y'all have already kind of shared like what helps you come back to yourself. But yeah, let me see. Hannah says, my mom gave me a picture of me, myself as a teenager, and I ended up looking at that version of me in awe. I love that, Hannah. Yeah, it would be awesome to look at ourselves in reverence. With reverence, rather. Angela says, I just texted you a picture I need of my big Angela embracing my little Angela. I love it. You love the term good now? Thank you, Dolly. You made. Oh, you made? Okay, awesome. Let me see. Did you want me to show it, Angela? Or you just was sharing with me? Oh, I love that. I can't. Okay, my sweet child, you're safe with me now. Oh my goodness, it's so sweet. It's so sweet. Hold on. Let's see if I can share it. The screen. If I can find my window. Window, where are you? Not that one, not that one. This one. That's y'all. How about now? Yeah, there it is. Okay. I just gotta find the window so I can make it big enough so you can see it. Here we are. This is a picture of her little and big. And it's so sweet. It helps so much. Awesome. Isn't that beautiful, y'all? AI is so beautiful. It can really be used for a healing tool. Yeah, I love that. Thank you, Angela, for sharing that. Right? Me too. Right? Them cheeks. Does anybody want to kiss those baby cheeks? But yeah, it's awesome. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. I hope that brought some inspiration and can be beautiful, yes, when used with the utmost mindfulness, for sure. Of course, Caitlin. Caitlin, are you a Virgo? I can't remember. Oh my goodness, I love it. Oh man. So yeah, what's one thing Caitlin doesn't agree with the water usage it takes? Good now, CG. Oh my goodness, another teacher here. I love it. Love it. Good now, Dawn. Dolly's a Virgo. I love it. I love my Virgos. Dawn has the best hair. I love your hair, Dawn. Violet 108 says, sadly, lots of our tech uses a lot of water, but AI has drawn attention to that. Interesting. I know, that is how computers work. Interessante. All right, so over the next 24 hours, what's one way you will practice either good now or any tool that we talked about or that has been shared? And of course, I lost my actual book. And again, anyone that's just joining, if you do want this journal, you can grab it in my profile. Here it is. Okay. All right. So that's whatever. So I did add some bonus material, and I'll keep adding bonus material. So this is basically the end of the book. We don't go through the rest of it, but I do like to share the poem that I wrote. What follows is offered as an invitation to go further in, to connect with your internal self, eternal self, capital S, your friend. Learning to listen to what your body shares, cultivating inner mastery, the ultimate self-care. Take a conscious moment to settle down, bringing forth your glorious crown. So I was like, how do I end this and go into the next portion of the book? But thoughts, questions, comments? What says you all? Is this what you're talking about at the OIC retreat? No, this one is not. I am doing this at someone else's retreat. I was invited to offer this class. Thank you, Marina. I forgot to put it on, so it's not really the best hairstyle for it, but whatever, we'll go with it. This was my first live with you, and I loved every minute of it. I'm so glad, Choi. I've inspired you buying a crown. Awesome. Get it. Get it, get it. Yeah, man. I wear it every New Year's Eve, too. That's my ritual. I love you too, Dolly. Thank you. Any thoughts, comments? It has to be purple for sure. I'm going to find you a purple crown. Violet. I'll wear it at my lives and tell people you're the reason all. Thank you, love. I have a fairy flower crown from the Ren Fairy. I love it. 'Tis just hanging up. I don't ever wear it. You should wear it. Wear it on one of your lives, Caitlin. I did look. I didn't see any lives coming up, Caitlin. I would have had your card. Good now, Wendy. What says you all? What thoughts? What resistance is coming up? Sometimes I'll do some energy clearing because there's resistance around things that we've talked about, but gotta run to a town meeting. Thank you so much to everyone. You are so welcome, Laura. Go get those people going to a town meeting. Okay. Voice. I love it. I love all the insights and inspiration shared here. Thank you, April. I agree. We have some amazing people in this audience. And I love like I'm doing this workshop again next week, and it's a different conversation every single time. Same prompts, different conversation. I love that so much. Good now, Suzanne. LaShawn, good now, love. Who else is that? Did I get everyone? I think. Thank you so much. Heading into my day feeling inspired, grounded, and calm. I love that, Ainsley. Justin says we'll work on how to use my energy. Love it. What is the question face? Like you don't know how you want to start, where you want to start, or what? And anyone else? Does anyone else feel stuck? Like you're thinking, where do I want to start? And wherever you choose to start, like, do you know what the first step will be? Can you visualize the experience? Where to start? Okay, Dolly says sleepy time for me. Rest well, my love. Thank you so much, everyone. Love to you all. Same to you, Dolly. Beverly says, Nicole, good to see you. You too, my love. A wonderful concept. Thanks so much. Gotta go now. I know I was late for you. Hope to see you next time when I'm more alert. I love it. Good night, love. Good night to you and everyone. Good night to you too, Beverly. So if you don't know where to start, think about where have you noticed it occurring the most. And don't try to address all of it. Just start where you see it happening the most. And you don't have to do it every single time. Just if you see it happening like 3 or 4 times a day, just try 1 time a day to own your energy. Just as something, as a consideration. Anyone else? Maribel, good now, love. Bethany says, I've been listening and I'm shocked that Violet doesn't already have a crown. If anyone should, Kenobi should. Super facts. Super facts. Yep, we'll pay attention. Awesome. That is all I can ever ask for. Good now, Jeffrey. That's all I can ever ask for. That's why I'm always celebrating awareness, right? You cannot shift anything if it's not in your awareness. Angela says, my husband is probably the one person that I'm afraid to speak up when he belittles me or is dismissive of minimizing of my chronic illnesses. He often compares his ailments to mine. He even yelled at me in the middle of the grocery store that I'm not the only one hurting and I'm not the only one tired, and I didn't say a word. I was like a turtle pulling into its shell. I need to stop this. Thank you, Choi, so much for your donation. Angela, I can understand why it can be hard with a spouse. Like, you literally can't, it's hard to get away from them unless you're just going to leave. And yeah, finding that, where is it that you're not fully abandoning yourself, you're speaking up, but also not to a point where it compromises your health and safety. So I didn't say this in the beginning. I am not a licensed mental health professional or marriage counselor or anything like that. So I can only share from a human perspective. But if it's unsafe, that is something that needs to be addressed. Thank you, Justin. I appreciate your donation. And I'm sorry, Angela. Choi is sending you strength heading out. Thank you, Nicole, and everyone. You're so welcome, Choi. Yeah. I don't want to offer advice because I'm, one, not in that situation, and two, I've not dealt with situations like that. Because in my mind, I'm like, see if there's something small that you can do, but then if he hits you, and I'm like, oh, no. So I don't know the whole situation, and I will not overstep my scope of practice. But we are sending you so much love. Helen says, tonight, ahas, I am safe to allow my body to heal. I need only my own permission. Permission is really about learning to trust yourself. Thank you all for lovely beings, all of you lovely beings here. I feel so much better. I'm so glad, Helen. And it says, I hope I gain some clarity at the retreat. I'm believing I am. I think so too, because the way that everything happened for you to be able to come, which I'm excited to meet you in person. Yeah, I think so. Violet says, sadly, I dealt with a husband like that, but I divorced him for many reasons. Understood. Thank you, Violet. I want to wait for sharing that. Yeah. Marina says, every time I notice my shoulders and neck, I will give myself permission to feel how I feel, and permission to make my choice. See, I love that, Marina. Beautiful. Beautiful. Laura says, I'm sorry you're going through that. I wish you strength and comfort. Thank you, Laura, for loving on Angela, and April for loving on Angela. Thank you. Yeah, that's tough, especially when you have an illness that makes it hard to work. And she can work, but it's very limited. And I don't know, for some reason, we have to pay rent and stuff and buy food and drive places and gas in the car and all that crap. But yeah, I know that she's been guided though. But thank you all for living on Angela. And thank you for your insights. Do I have your permission, without sharing your names, to add some of your insights to the bonus section of the journal? If there's any no's, please let me know. Because as of right now, everything's a yes until you say no. If you're not able to type in a chat right now, please just send me a message. I won't share your name. I won't divulge that. Anytime I share stories, experiences, I don't share names unless someone gives me permission to. Bethany says, hi, April. I've been away from the chat listening. Awesome. Helen says, oh, Angela, my heart goes out to you. Thank you, Helen. Justin says, gratitude, Nicole. Very informative experience. Lots to put into action. Gotta head out, though. Still in traffic. Ooh, gotta follow the rules. Be easy, everyone. Rules? What's a rule? Angela says, yes, of course. Thank you, everyone. You're so welcome, and thank you. Awesome, awesome. Good now, Tiffany in Tennessee. I love it. Sarah Vega. I don't think I said good now to you, so not good now, love. Any other thoughts, questions? Hannah says, I separated from my ex-husband who used to belittle me as well as many other things. I'm sorry to hear of your situation, Angela. Remember your worth. Thank you, Hannah. Yeah. Third thing, I feel like she's headed that direction. Is baby steps though. Tread with caution. Timing. And thank you all. Helen says, bye, Justin. Violet says, I have an important question. Do I get a crown or tiara, which is easier to wear? I think it depends on your hair and the head shape. I would say a tiara is easier to use bobby pins. My hair, our hair is magical. Like it's not letting go of anything. If your hair is really soft, I would say get a tiara because you can use a bobby pin. It's easier to use a bobby pin, even though this has a place to use a pin. But I don't know if y'all can see that circle. There's a little ringlet right there. But get both for different occasions. You have a big head. I have a small head, just a big forehead. All my head's up front. Let me see. Angela, although we can't fix anything for you, I congratulate you for your strength in sharing that. Thank you, Bethany. Absolutely. Absolutely. And just recognizing that that's where you are in your journey too, right? The back of your head is fat. I have, like, y'all could probably see it when my hair is like shorter. I mean, like flat on my head. My head is small. It's all here. Hair is curly but thin. Oh, I love it. I love it. My hair is whatever it is. It's afro-y, it's curly, it's whatever it wants to do that day. Awesome. All right, my loves. If you have no further questions, comments, I love, Violet, by the way, that you say, I have an important question. That is an important question. But I do have a group here on IT, which you can get to from my profile. So if anything, like if you're anything like me, it takes me, I don't know, an hour from now to like, all the stuff will start to really process and I'll have a bunch of questions. Please do not hesitate to reach out. You can either send them in a group, you can send me a private chat, like I had this or blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter what it is. Like I said, you can't TMI me. I do not divulge anything unless you're sounding like you're going to harm yourself or someone else, even though I'm not required to do that, but just the humanity of it, I will not let you do that. I'm not gonna say I won't not let you do it, but that I will not keep to myself. But anything else I do not divulge unless you give permission. So feel free. I've been looking at crowns of little flowers. Will eventually plus wanting a tiara. I love the ones with the flowers too. You'll get one eventually. I love that, Marjorie. Y'all have to. You don't have to. I'm not the boss of you. But I would love it if y'all do get crowns and you send me a photo, then I could share it during the crown workshops. Violet says, ooh, purple flowers. Now I have to look. They do have they're like the flatter crowns. Good now, the crown V. Hello from Montana, Charisse Brenna. Good now, Charisse. From Montana. That's on the tubular, y'all, because you're like, I don't see that in the chat. It's on the tubular. I love flower. I do too. I love flower crowns too. Awesome. Well, this has been a beautiful conversation. And if it was a lot at once, you have next week if you would like. I'm doing it again on the 11th, and I'll probably do a couple more. But yeah, like I said, if you have any questions, and if you catch the replay on the tube and you respond there, I will also respond to you there. So whatever is easiest for you, more comfortable for you. Nicole, just for what you said about sharing with you, I love you even more. Oh, thank you, Bethany. Yeah, that's important. That's important to me. Super important to me. That's why I don't like open workspaces. Privacy is a thing, as much as possible. Because I mean, I was in the army, so the whole world has all of my information. But still, like whatever I feel like I can keep private and keep sacred, I'll do it. To include other people's things. Hannah says, I will look online for a crown. I don't think little, was it Launceston? Has a crown shop. Oh, where are you? I can't remember, Hannah. Where are you? Australia, that's right. 7:30 p.m. for you. Let us know, Hannah. So, full disclosure, I got this on Amazon, and it's not a light, flimsy crown either. It probably could have been purchased on Temu, but that was before Temu came around, and I really don't shop there, but I did. I got this from Dazan. I didn't. But, all right. Good. Yeah. Whew. All right, we're going to take this off because that just looks trifling. I got to remember to wear my hair a different way next time. I did not think that through. All right. Amazon has a range of crowns with different types and colors. It does. Purple, yeah. I've always felt we're on the same adjacent wavelengths. Absolutely, we are. Bethany, we are surfing on the same, and we're just like holding hands, and sometimes a little, but we're always together. Awesome. I could see it. Although I will not ever get on a surfboard. I feel like I would get dead. It's not, I have no desire. It looks kind of fun, but also very scary. I'll find something else scary to do. So grateful for the space. I'm grateful you were able to get a lot of this, Marina. Thank you so much. Happy to be here today. I'm happy you are as well. Thank you. I think I see some bubbles I had not said good now to. Good now, LA. Good now. Yo. Good now, Lolo. Did I say hello to good now to Carolina? Carolina, I love that. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, but it's beautiful. Okay. Well, if there are no questions, I will bow out. Hannah says, thank you, Nicole, and everyone in the chat. This has been a great live session with lots of insights. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. And if you did join late, like I said, it will be on the tube of you for a week or so. It depends. I might forget to put it back into private mode, but if you miss it, I'll just have it unlisted. So feel free to just reach out like, hey, can you send me the link to that live? And I'm like, of course, here it is. Yes. All right, well, you know me. If you've hung out with me long enough, oh, wait, balloons first. Celebrating you for showing up for you. This is not easy work. In so doing, you are showing up for the world, and I could ask for nothing more. And you could have been anywhere else right now, so I do not take that lightly. And as our wonderful teacher Matt says, I probably don't say it like you, Matt, so please forgive me, but may you have peace 25 hours a day, 8 days a week. Which I love. I share that all the time, even though I probably butcher it. But the concept is there. With that said, may you all create the most amazing now moments until I see you next time. Make every moment count, because that's all we have is this now moment. Amen. Perfecto. Thank you so much for this. You're so welcome, Matt. I'm so glad you're able to join. I need to make my way to the West Coast so that I can more easily be up on your time of day. But I'm glad you're able to join. Thank you for popping in. Thank you all for popping in. Jai Guru Dev, which means victory to the greatness in you, and it also pays reverence to all of our teachers that have come before us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good now, Rhonda. We have 2 Rhondas here. With gratitude and a full heart, I will see y'all around the app, either in another teacher's lives or mine. But ciao for now. Thank you. And for those of you on the tubular, which I can now say YouTube out loud, thank you for being here as well. I hope you got a lot out of it. If you came a little bit late, no worries. It will be up for a bit. You can check it out. We just went through the workbook and asked questions and just had a conversation. So with that said, I appreciate you. I hope you get a lot out of it. Feel free to reach out, and I'm happy to support, answer any questions. And for now,